Okay. Now it's working. I don't know what was going on. Yeah. Hold on. I think. Oh goodness, I'm trying to see everybody's comments. Who has left any comments? Hey y'all, I think y'all are here. I see people's numbers here, but I do not see any comments. So if y'all can hear me, please give a sister a shout. Okay, first person. Thank you, Tanya. Because girl, I was worried. I didn't know what was going on. Woo. Y'all see them? It's hot already. These lights on me. Hey y'all. Hey Noldy. Whew, goodness. All right. Well, happy tax filing season, everybody. I know y'all are probably not off to a good start, but happy tax filing season. We're probably gonna have a little less people here because TikTok done kicked your girl off. But it's okay because I'm fighting to get my channel back. But that just means I gotta go extra hard on YouTube. So from those that watch me from YouTube, I definitely ain't gonna have no other choice but to start my YouTube page back up. So I want to thank y'all for being here, who came, who made it, who's not too busy working. And I just wanted to go over a couple things that's going on with these taxes because I know y'all want to know. Let me get my page up. God, I'm telling you, I'm really bummed out a little bit about TikTok doing what it did to my page, but it's okay. They are not going to stop your girl from uh putting out the good info. Thank you, mother. All right. So as always, please y'all can go ahead on and drop your questions. And let me just tell y'all what I've been seeing. Oh snap, Noldy, that's good. Congratulations. That's all you had left. So people, please do not believe the hype when they say bankruptcies cannot be removed. It's a process. But I'm so glad that it happened for you, Noldy. I really, really am. We got to talk, see what's next. I know you got something up your sleeve. Hey, Robin, I will be talking to you right after this. Hey, C Note, Kiki, and J Dagger 8. I'm thinking that's how you say it. Well, hello to you too. All right, somebody got a question already. It says, hello, I got a message saying topic 151. I don't owe anyone. I call the offset line and they don't have any information on file with my social security number. All right, so I got my little handy dandy tax topic book and tax topic 151. Let me tell you what it says. This is from the IRS too. So if y'all want this book, you can send me your email and I will send it to you. So it says reversal of it's basically if you see a tax topic 151. Now, okay, let me just do my little disclaimer, okay? The IRS is making changes every single day, every single minute, every night. One day could be this, tomorrow could be something else, okay? But if you see a tax topic 151, that means they made an adjustment to your taxes, but you still should be fine. If they made some type of adjustment, you should also have, if you looked at your transcripts, you should have additional codes to let you know if or what amount or what else they're doing with it if your taxes are on hold. I know some of you are going by where's my refund because IRS said to go by that, but it's much easier to read your tax transcript than it is your actual refund. And I'm going to tell y'all how they work together. So the tax transcript is like it's like an accounting book. You know, everything that happens, every transaction that happens on your taxes is going to show up on your transcript. The reason that the IRS tells you not to look at that is because some of you will see a code like a 151, and then you may make an assumption that, oh my God, I'm not going to get my taxes on time. And then you start calling the IRS. They don't want you panicking doing that because they could put tax topic 151 as a placeholder in their system to them, but to you, when you go look up the code, it means it could be offset. So just because it says it on the transcript, it's not always 100%. The percentage of of the code being correct is high, but it's not 100% because each individual could put something in there, like I'm saying, to hold a place. And I'll explain that hold a place soon. Now you go to where's my refund. because people can't read the tax transcript. So they tell you to go to Where's My Refund, because Where's My Refund will give you the date is going to be there, if it was accepted, what process is in. And it's easier to look at Where's My Refund than it is the transcript, because some of y'all get a little bit out of shape. But on the other hand, it is good if you know how to read the tax transcript, because some of you can determine if you're going to have a problem with your tax refund being done or being sent to you on time. And let me give y'all an example. I put a post up today that said, if you see April 15th, 2022 on your tax transcript, okay, for one, if you pull your tax transcript and there's no other date but 4/15/2022, that could either mean something's wrong, or they have not finished processing all of your taxes. Some of y'all have sent me y'all transcripts, and it does say 4/15/2202, but it will also give another code like a 105, and it'll say that your taxes was just you just submitted your taxes a week ago. You guys need to wait. Individuals who have that their taxes are going to be individuals that have 4/15/2022, but underneath it you have other codes. For example, 971. If any of you guys see code 971, that means that your taxes are being held up because the IRS is going to make an adjustment. Now, some adjustments might be big, some adjustments might be small. I had somebody call me today, and thank you if she's watching, and she got a code 971 right under her April 15th, 2022. And the IRS called and left her a message. She was lucky because a lot of people did not get phone calls, but she actually got a call, and she called the number back, and they told her, the rep from IRS let her know that they were going to adjust her return right over the phone. They were like, hey, you put in the wrong amount for your child tax credit. We're going to adjust it. You put that we gave you $1,500, but we gave you $1,800. So we need our $300 back. Okay. So if you see a 971, a 151, a 826, some of those codes are not good. Okay. Those usually mean something's going to happen. So it's probably going to offset. All right. Let me see. Yeah, so that is, once again, okay, that's code 971. And a lot of y'all do have that. If you don't have anything under your 852, any date later than that, not 852. If you have 4/15/2202 and you don't have any other date, then you are still processing. But if you have other codes under that 4/15/2022, then that's the problem. I'm so tired of these numbers, they get me tongue twisted. I apologize. All right, so let me see. Yeah, they took my TikTok down. It's okay, because y'all, as soon as they start saying something about my TikTok, I automatically always go back and dispute. It don't really make me. Oh, Jay the Great. All right, thank you. I did not know how to say that. Jay the Great. Well, nice to meet you, Jay the Great. All right, 766. Let me see. And I will tell you 766. So if any of y'all got codes or got your transcripts, y'all can put your number down and I'll read them to you. So 766 means you generated a income. Okay, so you got 766. Okay, 766 says you generated a refundable credit, and 768 means earned income credit. So those are good things. So you should see a number probably with a negative in front of it. And if you see a number with a negative in front of it, even if you see it on your tax transcripts, the IRS works like accounting. So a negative actually means a positive, and a positive number actually means a negative. Okay. So especially when you're reading your taxes, okay? So don't be confused. All right. You said you have, okay, so if you have a date 3/7/2022, if there's not a code, a 971 before that, and you're getting those, then that just means that will be more of the date that you're going to actually get your return. Some people are actually getting them updated. Anybody who sees 4/15/2022, just keep checking the transcripts until you get an earlier date. Just having a date of 4/15/2022 is not good by itself, because the IRS is not going to pay anybody their tax refund on the last day of taxes unless you just happen to file your taxes late in March. Okay, but anybody filed earlier than that should not have an April 15th date of when their taxes are going to be due. Okay. Brenda says IRS starts sending out paper checks. The first paper check the IRS is supposed to send out is supposed to be received on the 28th. So what's today? Today is the 21st. So it looks like they should be sending them out this week. But the first check, according to the refund schedule or calendar, says that the first checks will be received on the on the 28th. Something else I noticed today. So we do taxes, we do advances, and in the same system that we can do advances, I got a notification today saying that 2 of my clients had a check ready to print. So I'm assuming this check is an advance check. But then I looked and I'm saying, well, they already got an advance check. So before I did anything, I had to double check with the bank. And the bank said that, and this is for you guys who went to a tax preparer, because my customers who I'm talking about, when they went to where's my refund, they saw no status. It kept not telling them anything. So I have one that has a child and one that's not. So I got a Path Act and I have a regular person. Both of them were approved today for the remainder of their refund after they got the advance. And the money's not coming from the IRS to their bank account. The money's coming from the IRS to me to print them a check. So that's a first. I have not seen that, and we did not select check for these people. So why they're doing it, I don't know. I did ask the bank, and it said that it can do that automatically. So you can ask your tax preparer if you choose to see if the money went to them, because the money went to me for me to print a check and to give out to the clients. And normally that's not something that happens. Okay. And let me see, because y'all know mostly I came in here to talk about this these taxes. Hold on, let me look at my other comment because I know y'all have them. Okay, so I talked about that. We talked about what 151. And another thing about the tax topic 151, it could take up to 4 weeks to get your refund if they can't figure out whatever it is they're trying to figure out. And again, like I said, it could mean that it's being offset, but like I tell everybody, look at your transcripts so that you will know. Okay. And as far as the paper check, it says the paper check will be mailed on the 25th. So yeah, so it should be arriving to the first person by the 28th. Okay. Let's see. 768. I read that's just a code for earned income credit. So that's actually a good thing. Hey Nicola, how are you? Tax topic 152. That's a good one. I don't even really look that one up because anytime I see 152, basically that just means you're good. You're gonna get your refund. Just wait. Okay. So if it's negative, so if you see a negative number to the IRS, that's a positive. So if you see tax refund issued negative 9,000, whatever your refund amount is, that is what you're going to receive in your bank. Negative to them means it's subtracted from their bank, their books, and got paid to you as a credit. Okay, so that's why it shows negative on your transcripts. Now, again, if anybody misquoted their advance child tax credit, or if you misquoted your stimulus, they are making the corrections on site, and you should be able to go into where's my refund, and you will see the correction. People have already screenshotted me theirs where it said they're going to get this much, and then the IRS automatically took the money that was wrong. They either said we're going to give it back to you or we're going to take it from you. That held up their refunds. Some people get a phone call. Some of you may get a letter, or some of you just may find out that it happened and the letter is going to come in the mail after. Okay. Hey, Tamala. Jenny says, so I have a 766 and 768 with a negative in front of the amount with a date of 4/15. I'm confused. So if you have a 766 and a 768 with a negative amount is the amount you should be getting. But if you have a date of 4/15, that means you're not done yet. That means you have to keep checking, because again, nobody will receive a date of 4/15/2022. The IRS is not going to have you file in February and pay you on the last date. So anybody that comes to me and they don't have an actual date and it's not a code that tells me that they're going to take the money, then you just have to keep checking, Jenny. So you will fall into that category. Okay. All right, Tamala, once again, and congratulations on your brand new car, Tamala. Okay. 971. Let's see what a 971 is real quick. All right, 971, the miscellaneous transaction. That's the one, that's the code that I'm talking about. A 971 is the code that is basically telling you that the IRS is possibly may offset your taxes for some reason. Let's see what 570 did. All right, so 570 means you have it says additional liability pending or a credit hold. This is what happened to the individual whose transcript I posted with that April 15th, 2022. She had a 971, and let me see if she had a 570. She had a 971, yep, and a 570. And a 971 and 570, we actually found it on the transcript. They're actually holding her return until they verify what they're going to take the money for. Now, you can call that 800 number to the Treasury to see if you have a debt. I'm going to put that number below. So if you want to call, you can see if you're in there. Okay, you might be in there. You might call, and the system might be updated now that you can actually find out if you have a debt. Okay, if it is a child support, it is going to come out. If it's anything you owe to the IRS, it's going to come out. If it's student loans, it's not supposed to come out until May 1st. So you still have time if you owe student loans. But if you owe anybody else, and I know some people were saying unemployment is not going to take the money. I haven't seen any state say that they're not going to refer people over to the IRS. I wouldn't believe it. Most governments want their money, so they rather take it from you and have you, fight to get it back than not get it at all. All right, so let me put this number in here real quick. So it's 1-800-304-3107. And this is the offset number, okay? You can call that number, see if you have a debt. Now, even the person that found out today that the taxes were being offset did not call that number, and it still did not state what the debt was. So either a letter's going to come in the mail or they're going to contact her to let her know what the adjustment is going to be. If you see a 970 or 571 and you can't get anybody on the phone, you keep checking your transcript and it's not changing, then the only thing I would tell you to do is keep checking where's my refund, because that's where you're going to see that update. It will at some point when they finish processing you, Nadia, tell you exactly what it was for. Both of them that I have been sent today. One says we are reversing for child tax credit. It didn't say the amount. You got to figure the math out yourself. So you got to figure out from what you were supposed to get based off of what they gave you, the difference you find out. It says a child tax credit, and then the other one said for the recovery rebate. So that is the stimulus. Okay. So if you come, and I've had people come to the office and I'm like, did you get your third stimulus? I don't know. I can't remember. Well, if you don't worry about it. The IRS is going to remember for you, and they're going to add or subtract without your permission. But the reason why I want y'all to get this right is because you're delaying your own tax refund by not knowing. So take that extra couple minutes and call your bank. You don't got to go look through your statements. Call your bank and let them do it and find out who or what it is you owe. I'm not owe that you got paid. Okay. It's one thing if you owe somebody. It's another thing when they got to now check for all this other stuff. Okay. All right. Hey, Lisa. Let me see what other questions y'all have for me, because I've been answering every question in my dang on inbox, so y'all probably don't have not a one. Okay. I'm looking at the transcripts really quick to see if I'm missing anything. Let me see. Yeah, I'm looking at someone right now. No, that should be okay. Again, the people who got the PATH Act, y'all know you're not supposed to get your refund until the 1st of March. I am in a group with IRS employees who absolutely hate their job. Okay. Who stated that the IRS does touch batch a small group of people, but it's still large enough, okay, that it will affect some of y'all. As y'all see, I already had a A customer say that they already got their money, or excuse me, they're getting their money tomorrow and they have children, okay? And they're not supposed to see it until March 1st. So some people will get paid. Y'all seen the PATH Act message was lifted. So people will get paid, okay? Normally it's not until March. But if you happen to get paid, don't mean that we lied or told you something not true. The IRS changes these rules every single day, okay? And so we got to keep staying up to catch up, okay? All right, Nani says, see, I never got the first one that came in July. If you did not get the first one that came in July, I'm assuming you're talking about the stimulus. If you didn't, when you filed your taxes, they asked you that question for the recovery rebate. They ask you. A lot of people said, oh, no, they never asked me about my stimulus. They have to. There's no way you could get around the questions without asking, did you file? Did you get your recovery rebate? That's a part of the software. And y'all might get letters in the mail. I just got mine the other day and about my $1,400, and it told me in the letter, you do not include this on your income. And you don't include it on your income, okay? But it does get included on your taxes. I have, especially, we do free taxes in our office, and we have so many people coming there saying, well, the letter says that we don't have to include it. No, it's not included in your income, but it is included on your taxes because the IRS needs to know that they paid you. And I tell them if they don't want to add it, that's fine. But once their taxes get delayed, please don't come to me asking why you haven't gotten your money. I'm telling you why, okay? They're being very, very particular. Also, and I know I say this all the time, but now it's all coming together now that I have people that have identified what departments they work in. And the office that is getting the most work right now is the small business self-employment section, okay? So the small business self-employment is a whole lot of y'all. That means 1099, Schedule C, individuals who have an LLC. If you did a 1099, then that is you that I'm talking about. You filed that in your tax documents, and that office from the IRS is basically overloaded right now and having to try to verify everything. So if you get a letter or you get one of these notices that you're being held up, don't panic, okay? Don't panic, because it doesn't mean you're being audited off the rip. Some people are selected for a review. To me, audit and review are close together because they can easily turn into one. But a review is, hey, they just need to check a couple things that they probably can administratively fix on their end. When it's an audit, it is, and I don't know who is calling me right now. But anyway, when you're doing an audit, the audit is something you have to respond to, okay? The review is completely separate. So you will not have to worry about that if you get, let me turn my phone to silent, because that's one thing I cannot stand is people who don't know that I have my show on Mondays, okay? Anyway, so that's the difference between a review and an audit. And the majority of the people that are y'all going to do y'all tax transcripts, you guys are going to find out that you're going through a review, not an audit. Because, well, if you get an audit, you will be audited and get that notification in writing, okay? So, okay, let me keep going. Delay message with tax topic 152, been on delay message for a while. Tax topic 152 is a good delay, so I wouldn't worry about that one. To me, tax topic 152 would be the one I would want to see if I didn't see anything else. So that's a good one. I wouldn't worry about that at all. Okay. Tanya says, do they have any grants or programs going on for financial assistance? Not right now. It's tax season. They're going to say you don't need no financial assistance. You got it coming from your taxes. So no, you're not going to see that. At the moment, the SBA is, y'all know the SBA about gone. I mean, they still have grants, but it's not going to be like it was. Definitely not going to be easy like it was. There's no PPP. So, you know, if you have not done your forgiveness, even though I say this every week, and I'm going to continue to say it because there are still people who have not done it. And I don't know what they're waiting on. Okay. So, we don't want to wait to do that. But I did have some grants, and I'm trying to think, where did I put them? There are some grants out. Hold on. Let me see if I can get those grants for y'all. I can give you a couple names. So I ain't even had a chance to go do my whole spiel to tell y'all what's going on. But I'll tell you, hold Hold on. I do have it. Let's see who's having that. Who is doing it? Oh, FedEx. This is the only one that I really know right now. FedEx is doing a grant, but it's for small businesses. Let me see. I'm gonna copy and put the link for y'all. So give me one. Let's see if it'll let me copy this link for y'all. Okay, it is. Hold one. So I'm gonna copy this link and I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna post it here, and then you guys can have at it. There should be some more, but I wasn't prepared to put them out here tonight. So, okay, so it's posting it. So that's the big grant that came out this week. Hey, Dwight, how are you? So if you want to apply for that, please go right ahead. I haven't looked too much into it to tell y'all. Basically, the free stuff for me is taking these free behind classes they giving, and they give out a lot. So y'all just have to start watching out for those. Since my daughter has kids and we'll get hers on 2/24. That is so good. I'm glad. Some people, they need their money. Shoot, I can tell you that right now. People need their tax refunds. So I'm glad individuals are getting those. Okay. And hopefully y'all do sign up for that grant. Okay. I do get a list of grants all the time, but really grants have slowed down just quite a bit because y'all know it's the start of a new year. They know y'all got some tax money coming. So you may not see all that you saw before. Okay. But that don't mean that it's not out there. Hey, Darnell. Okay, so again, y'all know I didn't keeping y'all long. We might be early tonight, but let me run through my run through. Now people keep sending me this question about these doggone W-4s, okay? And I'm just gonna keep saying this to y'all, and I don't know, how many of y'all jobs are gonna make y'all change this, okay? So if you're a 1099, you work in your own business, you don't have to worry about this because you technically don't pay taxes until you file at the end of the year. If that is you, you should look into what is called quarterly tax payments. Basically, instead of making that big one lump sum payment at the beginning of the year, you can break those payments into 3 times over the year based off of what you guess your taxes will be. That way, if you overpaid, now you will get a refund, okay? Instead of always relying on filing your taxes because you got kids, to get some money back, and or you filing and you end up owing every year. So that is something that you can do. Another thing you can do. Now, I'm only saying this because I have heard this from a lot of nurses. People say, yeah, I'm nursing and I went exempt last year. Well, what does that mean? I went exempt. I know what they're trying to say, but there is no I'm going exempt, okay? The exempt comes from when we used to have the W-4 and we used to be able to put 0 for take out no exemptions. I don't want to, no kids, you could do 0 or you could put as many as you want. Now, again, this is another thing I talk about every week, but I talk about it because people not getting it until it hits home. And then it's like, oh, that's right, she said something. These jobs are now going to start making y'all update y'all W-4, and you will not be able to write off 3 and 4. You can't write a single number no more. You now are going to have to put down a dollar amount. That is how the form is laid out. If you don't understand how to fill out that form, and I know most of y'all HR departments don't tell y'all how to, you can reach out to me. I will help you fill this form out. It is not that difficult, but you will need to put a dollar amount in there. There is no more 3, 0, 10, none of that. All that stuff is gone. Okay. And they do that because they don't want anybody to be owing taxes to the government. And they also don't want the government to be giving you a refund. Okay. So Trump created this form. Okay. So we're trying to get that to change. So that is why that form is like that. All right. Let me see if I'm missing anything else. Hey, Tanisha, it's okay. It's completely okay. We were just really going through a lot of these codes that people are seeing. I know people think I be pulling this stuff out of my you know what, but I promise I do not. I try to get y'all verification for everything that I find out so that y'all know this is not me just making up this stuff. Okay, so I'm looking at transcripts. I'm just deleting all these transcripts in here that I got sent so many of them that I had to go through. So let me see if y'all have anything. Okay, so y'all don't have no questions. And let me keep looking before I let y'all go. Oh, okay. So if you have Bank of America should have already reduced your overdraft to $10. Okay, they were doing 35. It should be down to $10 now. Okay, so whoever is the first, y'all ain't got to tell me you overdraft, but if y'all see the $10 versus the 35, please let me know, because it stated they were going to start this in February, and we're almost at the end of February, and I don't know not one person yet who has gotten a $10 overdraft fee versus 35. Okay, so y'all got to let me know if that's one of y'all. Malkia said delayed message with 152 but code 570, no 971. Okay, so a 570 is meaning they're gonna offset something. Not necessarily sure what that is. And do you have a payment date, Malkia? I don't think that you should with a 570, but with a 570, yeah, it's saying there's some additional liability pending. So this was asked in the group of tax preparers that work at the IRS about this code because it's coming up a lot. And the main thing that the guy said that we have to look out for is those codes, but more importantly, the dates, because the dates give an indication if there's a real problem or if they are using it as a placeholder to come back to later. So if you have a date that is like 4/15/2022, then that's bad. Or if you have a date that is 3 something, that's maybe 2-3 weeks from now, that's not necessarily a good sign. So you would want to keep checking to see if those dates change. Okay. And especially if you have a 570, you definitely want to check that just to see what liability that is. Who do you owe? And if not, scroll up and call that number and see if you have a debt that you may not know that you have or remember that you have. Okay. Okay, so no date. Okay, good. No, so no, you don't have that. All right. Kelly Black says, what does it mean if it says info doesn't match, even if you put all info correctly? That just means that it's probably not in the system yet. The IRS is doing something different this year. So if I file someone's taxes and I transmit them, it will say transmitted for at least an hour, 30 minutes to an hour before it's accepted. So the IRS is essentially putting down like guardrails. So at a certain time, they'll take so many taxes, then they'll close it back and they'll wait. And then they'll take so many and they'll close it back. Why? Because they already have so many returns from last year plus this year. Then they don't have the manpower. And speaking of manpower, I don't know if anybody's looking for a job, but the IRS is hiring everywhere. Okay. They have like 700 locations all throughout the United States. And even if you're here in this small town of a Melbourne, they even are hiring at the Melbourne local IRS. Okay. So they're looking for a bunch of different things. And most of the people who got these jobs, because I'm also talking to a lot of new hires, they have nothing but education. They have no experience in accounting or doing taxes at all. Okay. So they're bringing in young, fresh, out of college students. So if y'all got some college students or y'all got a degree and y'all not doing nothing and you want to get a government job, this is the time to start looking, because while they don't have anyone, this is the time for you to get in easy, quick, and fast. Okay. Because this is a mass hire, not 1 or 2 people. They're mass hiring more than 700 people. They're mass hiring thousands. Okay. So they're at least taking the applications of thousands. It's probably going to be hundreds that get brought on because some people just not going to make the cut, but they definitely taking thousands when it comes to the applications. It says, what if you have a refund date of 2/22/22? If you have a refund date of the 2/22, that's the date that I'm going with. The 4/15 was at the end. If the 2/22, that should have came, if I'm looking at your transcript, 4/15/2022 should have been on there first. Then came the new stuff. And if the new stuff has the 2/22/22, that's the date you go by. That's the date you're going to get your return. It's all about how it is on the ledger. Okay. Transcript, ledger, however you want to call it. We look at it a different way depending on how you were taught to read these. Okay. Wow. So you wonder how to apply. If you're interested in applying, I'll put it down. USA Jobs. I looked today just so I can see if they were here locally, and they are. So I posted the link. You're definitely free to go there. Please don't go to the IRS talking about applying for a job with a one-page resume. The government does not do that. They don't like those civilian type of resumes, those 1 and 2 pagers. They like longer resumes so that it can show your skills. So for federal government, resumes are very, very wordy. So if you are unsure, please ask before you apply, okay? Because once you apply, you can't go back and change your resume later, all right? Find the job you want, and then after you find it, then we can look at applying, all right? So I'm gonna see if y'all got any questions. For the most part, oh, y'all know stuff be popping in my head because I should have wrote it down, but I didn't. So I don't know how many veterans watch. Hopefully we have some veterans that are watching. I'm a veteran. But if you are a veteran, this just came out. This is pretty big. If you're a veteran and you have ever applied for tinnitus that's ringing in the ears, or PTSD, any type of mental condition, the VA is allowing you to resubmit your application for compensation, because now they're going to take a better or harder look at what you actually complained about and actually either give you a larger increase on what they gave you before, or if you were not given an increase at all, then they will look at giving you an increase. All right. Why does that matter? Well, that's more money in your pocket. Okay. Going from 0% to 50 and 60% and getting a tax-free check for the rest of your life matters a lot. So if y'all know anyone that was in the military that's a vet and they got post-traumatic stress, they got some ringing in their ears, especially anybody that's done shot a lot of guns, worked around tanks, those things allowed, they mess with your ears. If they have it and they're not receiving any pension, please holler at me, because now you can go back and get you some compensation for that. They have changed the rules. Okay, these are things they're not going to talk about, because right now all they're talking about is Russia. Okay, speaking of them, Ukraine, all that, y'all need to say a prayer, because good Lord, it must be scary to be over there right now. So we blessed in that respect that we don't have those issues, and all we got to worry about right now is our income taxes. Okay, so we doing good. All right, Mimi says, will the February 24th date come before February 24th? Oh, I was like, huh? Yeah, it's very possible. It's very possible that you could get paid early. One thing about the IRS is it's never correct, and you can never count on them 100%. What I've been doing is, once the bank tells me that my client is getting paid, I contact my client and let them know the bank told me, because the bank will know, because that's where the money going. The IRS got to cut them a check. And another thing that y'all probably never thought about, millions and millions of us can submit our taxes, but the IRS is not going to cut millions and millions of us checks at the same time. Why? Because they're just like us. They got to make sure they have enough money to cut all the checks. And I know y'all think that's crazy because they're the government and they got money. Yes, they do. But not if millions of people are applying for their tax refund at the same time. They have to keep a certain amount of money in the bank also. So that is why you'll see that you can get paid. Say you're going to get paid this day, but you got paid early or you got paid after. It could be for various reasons, okay? But they got to make sure they can cover the checks too. Yes, government checks do bounce. Y'all better ask those teachers from the state of Florida. All them checks bounced, okay? I think that's going to be it, y'all. I don't really think I got much. I'm going to wait to see if y'all ask me anything. We talked about the W-4, which was important. Y'all basically know about what to expect as far as your taxes go. Please file them. No offsets for student loans until May 1st. Everything else can be offset. If you're not sure, call that hotline to see if you owe anyone. What else has happened? We got a lot of people doing bankruptcies. I know that's y'all probably thinking, oh my God, ill, horrible. No, we don't want to do it. But you'll be surprised what is drawing people into doing bankruptcies. A quick lawsuit will change your whole life. All right. So I say that to say, if anybody is suffering with debt, carrying a lot of it, and they're not sure, or you have heard somebody mention that to you before, please do not think that you are alone, because you are not, okay? This is a good time to file if you are, because there's no court, all right? You can do court by the phone. You will never get trial like that again. So this is some of the things you need to be thinking about. if you are one of those people that are weighted under all your debt. Don't go take your whole tax refund and pay off all these bills if you haven't learned your lesson and gonna get back in debt again. We just gonna be right back here in the same situation in another couple months. Okay, so spend some of that money and wipe out your debt and give yourself the opportunity to start over if that is you. Tax topic 151 just basically means there's some type of transaction going on in the background. I would just keep checking to see what happens with the 151. Okay. What about 707 and 702? Hold on. 707. 702 is correction of erroneously applied credit, and 707, you said they don't have a 707, they have a 706, and it says it generated an overpayment applied from another tax module. So that could mean a lot of different things, but basically the 702 is saying that they gave you a credit that is incorrect. Now we don't know what that credit is. I would have to either look at your tax transcripts to know, because it can mean anything. But you may have a delay, or that may be something that they can fix on their own. Usually if it's a credit that you weren't supposed to get, they can fix that and don't have to call you. They can just basically look at what they paid you, or look at who you've been claiming and all of that to see if it is correct. All right. Hey, Miss Melvina. All right, I'll see you sometime in March too. Azrias, I hope I'm saying your name right. COVID self-employment tax credit for self-employed. That would be the 7202, and you can only do that if you have if you're 1099 or self-employed only. Okay. How long after you file bankruptcy can you purchase a home? 2 years. Okay. Bankruptcy is a federal program. So is when you buy a house, the VA program, FHA. If you get it through USDA, those are all federal programs. And the only reason they make you wait 24 months is because bankruptcy is another program. They don't want to just keep giving you stuff. So basically, people frown on bankruptcy, but they don't frown on food stamps. It's all from the federal government. So why does it matter? People say, well, I don't want to file bankruptcy, it's going to mess up my credit. Well, what do you think getting food stamps does to your reputation if people knew? You don't care, right? Then you also should not care if you file bankruptcy to get back on your feet. So that was a long answer. I don't never give a short answer, but that is the long answer to it. 24 months, 2 years. It says, if it's a 151, wouldn't it be an audit, but it's stating a review? No, you missed it, Mimi. I was saying there's a difference between a review and an audit. Two totally different things. A review is something that they can review on their own. A review doesn't mean that they have to review it with you. A review means they need to review it to see if it's something that they can fix or figure out on their own. An audit is when they include you. That's when they call you. That's when they send you that letter, and you have to respond by a certain amount of time. And you will. If you got an audit, you have to address where this comes from, and you got to go to your tax preparer and hopefully have them help you come up with an excuse to give back to the IRS. And if you cannot explain away what they're questioning, or they don't like the answer, they're going to take that credit or that amount from your tax return, and then whatever you would have owed is now what you owe them plus interest. Okay, that's how the audit works. You're welcome, Nicola. All right, I'm gonna let this be my last one because I don't want to keep y'all, because I feel bad about my TikTokers not here. I feel naked a little bit. Okay, it says I just got on. I don't know if I missed the topic. 766 or 768. Hold on, Josie. I will tell you. 766. 766. This is not a good code. Okay, it's saying that you have an offset. Okay, and 768. Earned income credit. So the earned income credit is fine, but that 767 is saying that it was 766 says IRS Treasury offset program offset reversal. So actually, let me take that back. That's actually a good thing. I will have to look at your transcript, but if I'm not mistaken, it's saying that you were going to have an offset, but they refunded it back to you. So it's a reversal of them taking something from you. So something could have got crossed in the system and they caught it, and now they're giving it back to you. So it'll probably be delayed slightly while they give you whatever it is back, but then they put earned income credit. So Usually they don't snatch earned income credit. So that's just probably another line. Yeah, if you want to send me your transcripts, I'll be, more than glad to take a look. But that is basically what it's saying. They're giving you your money back. So congratulations. Woo woo. All right. So I'm gonna wait another couple minutes just to see if y'all have anything. Again, if y'all want this master code book, this is actually what I was doing when I was on TikTok. I was smoking too, but see, I have a little pocket guide. The IRS actually made this, and it actually lists all the tax codes that y'all can think of. Sorry, I'm trying to show y'all, but I just go and I just see, and it shows me, y'all probably can't see that, but it shows me all the tax codes all the way from 000 all the way to 998, and they got quite a bit. Okay, so if y'all wanted to send me your email, and I'll send you my link list. It is inside of the link list where you can get this and a whole bunch of other stuff that y'all want. The application for the student loan forgiveness, everything. How can you send your transcripts? You can send your transcripts. Just go to IRS website. You can screenshot it if you want to and send it. I don't see any of your personal information. I don't even really need to see the top of it. I just need to see the very end of the transcript. Everybody's on is different, but majority of you guys have the date showing 2022 at the bottom or at the very top. So wherever you see 2022, that's the page that I need to see, so I can tell you the last thing that I'm reading, so that we can see when you should be expecting to get your refund. Okay. And the last thing I'm going to say before I let you guys go is, please do not compare your tax refund to anybody else's. Your last names could be different. The amount of kids could be different. You may live in another state. It's so many of you will see somebody post that they got their refund, and then you think because you filed a day before them or a day after or the same day that you're supposed to get the same type of return, and it doesn't work like that. If that's what you keep waiting on, the IRS gonna have your emotions all over the place, because everybody is different. Okay, I have to say that all the time, but it is, everybody is different. It says, so are they still forgiving student loans? Of course they are still forgiving student loans. That is not going to change on the forgiveness. As a matter of fact, there are more schools. Okay, if I had the time that I wish I had, but there are more schools. So if anybody went to ITT, now we're finding out it's just not regular ITT, it's the ITT nursing program. Now within this Navient lawsuit, now certain things are coming out that they didn't. Some of you will notice that your loans will automatically be zeroed out on your returns. If you see that, it can mean one of two things: they forgave your loans and that's it, or two, they sold your loans to somebody else and you're just waiting for them to put the new ones on your credit. Okay, so if you see them go to zero and within the next few days you don't see anything new popped up, you are probably one of those that were in that forgiven club, and you just have not gotten any mail or notification to let you know that yet. You could try to call Department of Education. You'll probably get through them quicker than you would IRS. Okay. Thank you, Robin. I am gonna go over there. I appreciate it. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay. You went to Alabama State. Well, Alabama State is definitely not going to be on that list, unfortunately. So those you probably will not be able to get forgiven unless you have some other condition outside that you can get forgiven for another reason. But those, just the borrower's defense, that's not going to work for that school because it is still open, unfortunately. Okay. All right. So I don't see anything else. I'm just going to wait my little 1-2 minutes or whatever to see if y'all have any questions for me. Again, I want to say thank you guys for still being here, even though TikTok messed your girl up this week, but that is okay. That is just God telling me to go back to YouTube and do what I do over there full time. And let's see, I got a question. I'm gonna answer it in a bit. If you guys need your taxes done, I do taxes. Okay. A lot of people ask, you do taxes? And I'm like, yeah, of course. I'm not going to be talking about it and doing. So yes, I do taxes. If you want your taxes done, I can do your taxes. If you want to show me your transcript, you want the link list, you have a question, any of those things, you can send me a message. If it requires us to have an appointment or consultation, that is exactly what I'm going to send you. Okay. Because I talk to a lot of y'all all day long. Okay. So at some point, The time becomes not free. So if we got to have a consultation, we're going to have a consultation, and I'm going to send you that. All right. Let me see this real quick, and then I'm going to let Rhonda says, hi, and how do you qualify for earned income credit? Is it after you get your AGI? You get everybody gets earned income credit. It's based off of your income. You can price yourself out of earned income credit if you make too much money. If you want to know how much you qualify for earned income credit, the best way to be able to tell that is all you need to do is you can just look that up on the internet. What is the earned income credit rates for 2022? And single people do get it. But if you make over X amount of dollars, you won't get it. You know, somebody made $50,000 and they had children and they were wondering why their check wasn't as much. Well, you made more than the average individual, so you won't get all of those earned income credit rebates. You know what I'm saying? Or credits. All right. So you have to know about your money to know if you're going to get everything. Okay. It says, so can I send it by text? If you have my text number, yeah, you can. But if not, you can send it to me through Facebook. Okay, that's a shame. Y'all got my number like this. That's bad. I know someone that needs a taxes done, but he don't have how much he made. If he doesn't have how much he pays, he can get that from the IRS too, Mimi. You can go and get your earnings and wage transcript. His job should have turned it in. If they didn't turn it in, he can call them and get another copy. If we got something past that, then you need to send me a message in the inbox, and we're gonna go from and we're basically gonna go from there. Okay. So, all right, y'all. Well, again, thank you guys. Oh, he didn't make much. That doesn't matter then. If he didn't make much, then we can do it. So just send it to me, Mimi. We could talk in the inbox. I'll get the info from you there. All right. So, all right, I am going to go sulk a little bit because my TikTok is not here, but y'all are here with me. I appreciate it. I'm just sitting up here thinking like how I'm gonna make videos for y'all, but don't worry, I'm gonna figure out, and I'm still gonna post videos because they're not gonna stop me from getting the good old message out to y'all. So see y'all next Monday. See y'all in my inbox. See y'all in my messages. And I hope y'all get y'all money between now and next Monday. Be blessed, stay safe, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.